Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Very good morning. I don't know. Praveen joined and he left again. I don't know what happened. So, like other day, like we had some issues. So you can see I cleaned it. I just added a loop here in Max. In Max itself, I added a loop. Apply it. You see, I added a loop here and apply Turbo Smooth. So it gives me a much cleaner shape. I imported that back into ZBrush. Now it's much cleaner. That stretch is gone. Now our base is ready to work on. Only one thing is missing from our phone is that stand thing. That is something we can do it pretty easily within ZBrush if you want, or if you want, we can definitely create it in Max also. So I want to do it in ZBrush so that you will have a better understanding how to do it in ZBrush. So let's see. Control, mask, and I'm using lasso tool. So hit this joining. Okay. So now I have this corner. So if I want, I can use symmetry, you can see, and its symmetry is not accurate. And I want front and back also. So I'll go to transform Z. So you can see it works on all four direction, but it's not aligned with the shape. Reason we have to switch on the local symmetry. Now it will align with the shape perfectly, because a by default symmetry reads the entire model and based on that it shows the symmetry. And if you want to work on it like only on that particular object symmetry, then you have to switch on local symmetry. L symmetry is option. Now I have lasso tool, I have selected lasso mask, and now I can just simply create the basic structure. From selected all the sides. So, but you can see it selected the entire thing. That means I cannot work on it like this. So instead of that, I'll use a brush now, because if I drag it, it will create the entire shape. Control, brush, and it starts almost from here. Okay. Or if I can see that I can completing all four sides together, I can do that. But I want this part to be symmetrical, perfectly symmetry. In that case, the best part will be if I create only one side and then rotate and place it. That will be the best way of doing it. So now let me remove that. Otherwise, it will create problem. Because like it should be accurately like same shape everywhere. That's the perspective. Now you can see direction and this is my bad. Mask it. This is not 100% accurate, but that is something we can fix it very easily. So create the basic shape in mask, go to extract, extract it, accept it. You can see the shape is a little off, doesn't matter, that is something I can fix. So what I'll do is alt click on this, it will go to this part, center pivot basically. Now rotate the model. So I can see it looks perfectly centered, slightly off, I believe. Maybe something like this. Because perspective is on, that's why it looks a little distorted. So no need to worry. Now I can switch on my symmetry. It will work perfectly, and I'll go to my Z symmetry. It's perfect symmetrical. I'll check the mesh. You can see it's a little distorted. I want to fix it. So what I'll do, go to geometry, modify topology. There's something called mirror and weld. Click this, fixed. And one thing you need to understand, like this mirror and weld works always from this this is your left side to right side always. You cannot change it to right to left. This is default ZBrush, so you have to, it always works from left to right. That is something to keep in mind. So basic shape is ready, but all the edges and everything is not that clean and little jagged. I want to make it really, really nice and clean. So what I'll do is go to Z remeasure. It's 5 means 5,000 and switch on keep groups. Click on this. You see it become almost clean. Still I can see those jagged edges. I can do multiple times. Z remeasure and see it's become almost nice and clean. Even if I want to make it even cleaner, I can go to deformation. You can see I have polish. Okay, apply a little polish, it will become really smooth and soft and nice, clean. Then I can remesh one more time. Everything will be perfectly clean and you can see the shape nicely. Now, this is fine, this is center, but I can see in my reference, this stand, this base is extruded further. So what I'll do for this, control, select this section or maybe so it's inverted. Control click on the shape, it will blur the mask. Then gizmo once again. Alt click on this, reset the gizmo. Then push it down. Don't worry, all these things we can fix very easily. Shift, smooth all the corners. But my symmetry is working, so it will work without any issue. Deselect. Now this corner is like pointy like this. So I can see my poly count is little low. So I can apply one more remesh, so it will redistribute the polygons. And BMV, make sure symmetry is on. Side brush, push it outside, push it back. Forget about all this shape and all. I just have to create the the form, the basic shape structure correct. Rest can be managed. Oh, the symmetry is off, my bad. If symmetry is off, I again have to do this thing. So I'll get the exact same shape and remesh a couple of times. So I'll get a very clean geometry shape. Match the volume. So you can see I'm keeping it really low. I'm not increase the poly count. So initially, do not increase the poly count until unless you really need it. So keep it low as possible. Basic shape. Now you can see this thing. And if I want, I can push it outside and check the entire model, like how it looks and all. BMV. Slightly more curved. And this volume, slightly rounded. Some pinch there, that is that part is anyways not visible, so no need to worry about that. So you see basic shape is almost ready. Now I can start working on this with details and all, whatever details is there. So for this, I need to increase the poly count of this. So I'll do a remeasure again. So it will redistribute the polygons. All the shapes will be almost same, and I can see there's some issue. What is this? Control Shift. Click on that. Okay, some strange thing got extruded with this. I guess maybe some. Okay. Then what I can do to get rid of this thing, Control Shift, click on this. It will isolate. Control Shift, drag outside. Invert the selection. Now go to Modify Topology. There is something called Delete Hidden. So now that part is gone. It's hidden now. It's deleted. Now my basic shape is ready. I want to create all this detail. Control D, 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 couple of times, increase the polygon decently. So that you can add all the details. So first I'll create the basic shape. So here I can see I have two lines here there, and plus the sides are slightly flattish. So I'll use a trim dynamics. You can use flatten, you could use edge polish, or you can use trim dynamics. All do the almost the same thing. Personally, I prefer this brush because I have better control over this brush. Front, this is also slightly flat. And this base should be flat again to like should that's why that then it can stand, right? So So this is not very accurate. So if I want to make it really clean, I can do that. This thing. Make it a flash, this thing. Okay, basic shape is kind of ready. This is, and I can just simply smooth it slightly with pressing shift and smooth it gently. So basic shapes is there, only I got the basic structure here. Now those design I have to create. So I can see some floral pattern kind of thing is there. BDS, damn standard, reduce the brush size. I can use solo also, that's better. I use that. Smaller brush. And now you can see if I am dragging, sometimes it becomes difficult to drag on that surface. The line is not that straight. So what I can do, I can go to stroke, switch on my lazy mouse and increase the radius so that I can drag this thing really nicely without much problem. So it will give me a nice curved shape. To create all these shapes. Now I'll complete them. So both the side design is ready. Don't worry, those extra things I'll smooth it up. And now sides. So these sides I have to create. So first thing first, the top there is a thickness. So I'll, instead of subtract, I'll change it to add addition. Don't worry, this part is covered with those scales. Now to continue this, make it really prominent. One mistake, this should follow the corner. So create that shape. can see my basic design is almost ready. Now I need to add those depth here. Okay, subtract. Don't worry this part, because this part is, you can see my reference is covered with some scales. So I'll fill that section. So I'll cover that section anyways. And now I can switch off my lazy mouse. Too much intensity. Reduce it. 1. To create all the designs. And sides. The sides, I have those petal kind of thing. So now I can shift D, reduce the poly count and smooth this side so that I can create the petals very easily. D. So always start from lowest division, D. You can blend and to make it clean very easily. BDS now. So whenever creating this coin, we'll start from top to bottom, like you from wherever it's stacked, the how we stack together. So I can start the base, I can define first, then I can start with this, or I can do it base also. 1, 2, 3. This part have a design, floral design basically. So I do all these things, basic shapes and all. So now still there are a few things I need to add. Like this depth, if I want, I can make it really prominent.
So what about the low poly for this piece?
So I'll create a low poly later. Like this is I am created this thing in ZBrush directly. So I'll retopo the model in Max. I'll recreate the model in Max, snapping this shape. There is something called step build in Max. This option is there. you can use that and you can have a high poly model, and you can use that model as your snapping object, like a target model. And top of that, you can start step by step, you can build that model like low poly model. So it's called that, for that tool called step build. It's already there in Max. We'll use that and create. And now I see this part is slightly flat in nature. So if I want, I can add those detail now. So I'll use trim dynamics and use the brush side and make it slightly flat. Now I see like my there are a lot of parts are like a little wobbly and not that hard. So I just make them clean. So basic design is ready of one part. Yes, there like if I want, I can add a lot of details here. Like this is like these are like more round, so I can make them slightly flat as this is hard surface model. Okay, one part is ready to shift and rotate. I believe, oh sorry, if I read, switch off a symmetry, shift and rotate. I believe 45-degree will match. Yeah, match with this point. So the basic shape of this model is ready. Now I can align it nicely with this. And now I want to duplicate this, mirror this thing. So now I can go to subtool master, mirror, X mirror. So it's created the mirror, but problem is it reads whenever you could do this, it reads the main model's symmetry, the entire model symmetry. So no problem. I can select this and move it here. And then now I have to symmetry this side also. Plug, mirror, in Z direction. Let's append into separate model. Done. This one. placement. Yeah. So my basic base is kind of ready. I have that shape and it's ready. Okay. So similarly, we can add a lot of details and press 9 to quick save. So in case like you file crashes or anything happens, so just save the file. Save it. Now similarly, we have a lot of designs and like all these patterns, shapes everywhere. So let's start working on this. So you can see I have separated all 4 petals because there's no point working on them all together. Yes, definitely if I want, I can work on them together. Let's see. Shift, move up. But Alt, click on this. Shift, move up. Alt, click on this. Shift, move up. Click on this, shift, move up. So all 4 are here. Merge, merge down, merge down, merge down. Local symmetry, if I press X, you can see my local symmetry is on. So if I want, I can definitely work on all four parts together. So let's, but only problem with this, it will give me a little asymmetric shape. Control D. It's slightly more rounded. Nicely round shape. And now I have to create those design. DDS, damn standard addition. So I'll click here, reduce the brush size, click here, shift, sorry, click, click and shift. Where it should work? That's very strange. I guess it's with symmetry doesn't work. That's very strange. I never faced this issue. Shift F. Okay. This poly group or like poly count is not even. It's like that's why it's creating problem. So what I'll do here is I'll go to Z remesher one more time and remesh the model. It will redistribute the polygons and I'll get a nice clean shape. Shift F, and now I can work on this part very easily. I believe, yes, see now this distortion is less. Control D. If I have any difficulty, I can switch on my lazy mouse. And to repeat your last command, because it's not, you can press 1, but I feel it's not very clean. So I'll do it once again. Slightly wavy still. I don't know why this shift is not working. Press 1 to make that thing prominent. Minus now. No, I can use add only, then I'll use minus. Special kind of shape. 1. So 1 to repeat any brush stroke, last brush stroke. I should have created this thing in symmetry only, because I can see it's coming out really bad. So what I'm going to do is Control Shift Alt, switch of symmetry, Control Shift Alt, hide them. Sorry. So, oh, symmetry is still on. Hide. Modify topology, delete hidden, front. Perfect straight. I can see slightly off the shape. So mirror and avoid, all the shapes are accurate, because like in modeling, especially in gaming, accuracy, like it should be exactly what you're trying to create. The shape and everything should be correct. So I tried symmetry, like it was a little difficult to achieve the correct symmetrical form both the side. So I just deleted everything and I create one thing, one part, and then repeat it. That will be in that manner I'll get perfect symmetrical shape. Now, if I use X and switch off my Z, you can see I can create this thing very easily. It will become easy for me. BTS stamp standard edition is there. Prominent. Now in minus. Reduce the brush size. Just to make it a little prominent. That's much better than previous one. And side edges are anyways is prominently visible. This shape is little round. It's not this angular, slightly round. So what I can do,
So what shortcut you are using for changing brush size?
this brackets, increase, decrease.
Okay.
Basic shape is ready. W, switch of symmetry, 45-degree, it snaps perfectly. So if I want, I can Control Shift and drag the model, then Shift, rotate another 45, means 90-degree. This becomes pretty easy for me to create this kind of shape. Now I'll go to mirror, X mirror, same tool, mirror. So you can see, because it's reading the entire model symmetry, that's why it's creating like this. No worries. Symmetry this. So this shape is also ready. This is a comparatively pretty simple shape. So we can do this and create this entire thing very easily. Save my file. Now let's see for this part section. So there's a lot of lines. So if I want to create that, if I want to manually do it, it will become very difficult. So I'll use symmetry for this also. So what I'll do, Control Shift, select this section, Control W. So it will change the polygroup of that part. So I have it. Whenever you have a polygroup, that means you can select that section separately. So now I have this part, Control Shift, click on this, you can isolate, or you can just see the entire thing. So if I want, I can split this into parts also, because whenever you have complex geometry, it's always recommended split the model and then work on it. So it will make your life way easier. So that is something, if I want, I can definitely do it. Or I can save, or if I want to keep it like this only, that is also fine. Because base and these two kind of same only. This one have designed. This is also kind of smooth. So better if I separate this one. So I'll go to sub tool, split, group split. So I have this one now. Control D. Because for detailing, this one needs more polygons. So now I can change symmetry. But symmetry, I can see it have a lot of grooves on the surface. So I have to use a radial symmetry in this case, maybe 20 or something. And you can see its radial symmetry is working, but I don't need in this direction. I need in the circular this direction. So I have to switch on my Z direction. And Z is not also working. Then Y. Yeah, Y direction. See, I can create now those lines very easily. Like suppose I want to create a straight line here. BDS, damn standard. It becomes super easy to create this thing. 1 1, repeat the last command, and you'll get this really nice clean shape. And this thing, lazy mouse, I can reduce. One, one. So I can create this entire shape like this. All those grooves and everything within this surface very easily. So here I can clearly see there is a gap is visible. So what I'll do is I'll select this model. So I'll split this model into multiple parts, because this model I feel I should separate this thing in multiple parts. So it will become easy for me to control. So what I'll do is select this thing, Control W. So it have now separate polygroup altogether. So I can split this part and then work on it. So like this, it will become easy for me to control all the shapes and everything. So here I can see there is an issue in the model. So that part is not welded together properly. It's Go to modified topology. Then fix it. Like roughly place it there. Don't have to be 100% accurate. Then go to modify topology again. There's something called weld. Click on weld and then see if it worked or not. If it doesn't, increase the weld distance, click again. It will fix those issue. Okay. So Control W, separate this one also. So I'm separating basically those things. Or for high poly, if you have separate parts, it becomes easy for you to control everything. Now, this one have a hole. So I can go to geometry. There's something called close hole. Close the hole. So you won't see any gap here. So that gap is gone now. And for this, there's a tiny groove that is going inside. So I'll go to Z modeler. Shift symmetry is not required for this. I can use extrude poly loop. I can push it inside. So I can get that groove very easily, but I have to check the position also. Just click done. So like this will add all the details. Now we have a lot of details to work on, a lot of design and pattern, everything. So we'll do that. And there's a lot of techniques are there. So we'll follow those things also and create something really nice. Because your entire output depends on your high poly. If your high poly is not good, your final output of low poly will also not, it will reflect on that basically. So you have to work on it and make sure your high poly looks really good, it's really clean, and you have all the necessary details. Surface detail is not required, but the design and volume and shapes are required. Those things we have to create, and then we'll bake and generate very nice texture out of it. I'll just save this and take attendance. We have, okay, let's mark absent. Vishesh present. Then we have Kiran present. Then we have Praveen. We have Rohit. And the Vishesh again. Okay, everybody is absent. Okay, so start keep working on your file, start creating high poly like this, and then like if you're having any difficulty or something, just send me your file, we can discuss that. And like maybe shape or form, how to create a high poly or low poly or anything, so we can discuss that also. So work on it and send me the files and we'll discuss those things. Okay, so I'll see you guys on Wednesday, I believe. Yes. Okay, and check the timetable. Okay, bye bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.